You're listening to episode 1 of the Young Old Friends podcast. This episode's about Jackson. Let's start by meeting the guys. My name is Mason. My age, I am 25 years old right now. I am a nurse. I've also been investing since I was 19. I've worked for 2 different brokerage firms. My account's over 600,000, and now I just work and invest for myself. I have been in a relationship for 7 years. In April, not married yet, came here in 2nd grade, and the only people I would have been able to meet in grade school here would have been Austen, Jake, or Cameron, Pifer, or Alex. I don't know. I guess we'll see who I met first when we're going through all this, because I have no idea. Pifer, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm Cameron. One of the 3 Camerons, Pifer. Pifer's my last name, so everyone's going to end up calling me that. My profession, I'm the VP of Operations of Destiny Water Ventures. So I'm pretty much the dude that does whatever we need to do to rent out boats and jet skis. Very gaudy title for being a mechanic. I've been in a relationship for 3 years. Haley, she's super dope. Person I met first, definitely Matthews. Back in was it pre-K? Or they called it Mommy and Me or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, we went to freaking pre-K in a church. Pretty cool, dude. We've been playing video games ever since. I have really no recollection of who I met first after that. Yeah, it's been a long ride. I really don't think I ever started hanging out with people till high school.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Jackson?
All right, I'm Jackson. I'm also 25. I'm a full-time supervisor with UPS in Milton. I'm not in a relationship. The first person I met is going to be Matthews as well. Met him a little bit after 8th grade in middle school swim club. And that's about it. I've known everybody for about 14 years now. I'm the latest one to the group, but I am the funniest.
That joke proves it.
I'm also known for a massive cock.
Good. It's a good point. We'll have to talk about how your nickname was 8-inch for a while. Actually, we need to make sure we bring that in.
For
It was 8 foot.
years.
You're
Yeah.
right. 8 inches is not that big.
Your sister asked me about that yesterday.
What?
Yeah. She asked me what Jackson's profile name was. I'm like, it's Goblin. She's like, I thought it would be something funnier. I'm like, well, at one point.
Wasn't it 3-inch Slanger?
There
Isn't
are
it
multiple
3-inch Slanger in
accounts.
freaking
3-inch Slanger Steam? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know about your brother calling himself an 8-foot sling.
All right, Rickle.
I'm Cameron Rickle. I'm one of the Camerons. So I currently work in the Air Force. I just got the job of military personnel flight commander, which is a lot of words to say to pretty much say I run the ID office. The first person I've met was probably Jake and Pifer in homeroom in the 6th grade. I knew Armani before that, but he kind of died off since then. So I'm in a relationship. We've been together for 4 years, coming in February.
All right, Matthews.
Hey everybody, I'm Cameron, one of the 3 Camerons. My last name is Matthews. I'm 26 years old. I work as a associate software engineer at Northrop Grumman, and I also work as a night operator at First Banking Services. I am in a relationship with Ashley. We've been together 3.5 years. As Pifer said, he's the first person I met back in freaking preschool, Mommy and Me, whatever. We were 4 or something. And then he kind of introduced me to everyone through Xbox and then parties and stuff like that. So I kind of got into the group through him and then met everyone and became friends.
All right, Austin.
Hey guys, my name is Austen. I'm 25. I'm currently a slave to Lockheed. Currently in a relationship with a female, subject to change, Autumn. We've been dating for a month and a half. I've known everybody here for a long time, very specific number. I know I met Kendall when I was 7. Kind of walked up and said, "Nice bike." Other than that, I met Alex
Can't wait for that episode.
3rd grade. I just remember us kind of chilling and him dealing with my severe autism.
So Autumn's currently female?
What was subject to change? Her gender or y'all being together?
Yeah, I couldn't tell either.
Was she male before
She
him?
morphs. She morphs.
Oh, was it gender fluid? Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Transgenders roll out.
Also, okay, I found a tally counter. So if we're actually serious about keeping the ums and the uhs together, I'll keep it. So what are we at? 10 now?
We're doing a tally counter for our
I
ums.
stopped counting when Mason yelled at me.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I didn't yell. All right. First off,
I'm gonna need someone to keep track of mine though, because I'm definitely gonna get messed up on my words by
you're good.
trying to count
I
my
need
own
to just
us.
add a freaking. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Jake, you wanna go?
Name's Jake. I believe I'm 26. My profession is a systems engineer for Lockheed as well. I am currently single. I've known everyone probably since 2005. It's 2023. But I say everyone, decent amount. The first person I probably met would unfortunately be Austen. He's just a kid who lives on the other side who got kicked out, so it's great.
The other side. Is this like West Berlin, Germany?
Yes,
Big old
But
wall in
Jake
between
was
both
born in
Jake
Germany,
was
so
born, yeah,
I was.
during the war.
Pifer would have been my neighbor if my parents decided to buy that house instead.
Hey, unfortunately, got to meet you in third grade, bud.
It is what it is.
Life took a downturn after that.
You're not wrong.
This episode's going to be solely on Jackson and how we met Jackson. We've pulled names, so we're going to go. Rick will be first, and then Matthews will be after, and then we'll go Jake after him. We're going to have Rickle here say how he met Jackson, the earliest memory of Jackson, and your favorite memory of Jackson. And then Jackson can talk as well. All right, are you ready, Rickle?
Yeah. My first memory of Jackson, we were waiting for school to start after swim. It was me, Cameron Pifer, and one of our friends, Garrett. And Jackson walked up to us and points at the record board in the middle of the cafeteria and says, "My name's going to be on that board." And I remember going, "Who the hell is this kid?" That's kind of arrogant. Little did I know he was the best out of all of us. So Jackson and I were friends all throughout high school because of swim team. So I think that's a lot of us were on swim team in the first couple years. I know Pifer was, Mason was, and Jackson was. And so Jackson and I became friends that way. Lots of swim meets. For a little while there, we went to the same church at youth group for 2 months. Favorite memory is probably tubing at his place. Just riding on the back of the tubes. I remember we would do photo shoots. I don't know, it was his sister would be on the boat taking photos of us flexing on the stupid tube. Super cringe looking back.
I thought it was pretty cool.
It's still his Tinder profile.
So Jackson, is that when you first met Rickle?
Yeah. The first time Rickle was, it's probably 2 weeks before school started, because swim starts a little before school, and that was the same with Pifer. And then they came up to me for my memories, introduced themselves, and were like, of course. And then once school started, I'm a little. I mean, I'm never arrogant, right? No, it's not. There's no way. But and then on that, we got after that, they introduced me to the group a little bit, and then I introduced Matthews to the group he was already friends with. So and then apparently everybody in the group I met separately somehow at different times, but we can get into that a little later.
That's awesome. So you guys had gone to swim practice already that day?
It was 2 weeks before school swim starts.
Okay, so you guys had
before the first
early.
day of school, swim starts usually 2 weeks prior.
Yeah, so we had met in passing,
but we didn't really talk. It was more just oh, he's in the same grade. That's about it.
We're all freshmen.
Because we swam it. Yeah, we were all freshmen. We all swam in different areas because they put us in lanes on how on where you can basically how fast you are, basically. But
Yeah. Okay. Were you guys in the same lane?
No.
no.
Yeah.
No.
The arrogance. No.
I remember like when you did swim. Were we in the same lane, Mason?
I was in the very slowest lane possible. So no.
Yeah. Mason, I wish we did some together. 'Cause I was too.
Yeah. I was just drowning in like the slowest.
And I guess to give the people now, my name didn't go on the board because I became real lazy with swim. So,
Wow.
I still
Really ruined that Disney Channel intro.
Yeah.
So
We'll cut
did
it
you
out.
swim before that, Jackson?
Like for a few months, yeah. Because I had just started, and then I had started doing pretty good in swim. So I was like, this is pretty easy sport. And then moved up here, and it was like, oh, you got to wake up at 4 a.m. I'm like, ooh, I might not try as hard.
Because where were you before this? Before you moved to where we were?
Was in South Florida, and I swam at night for like 3 months prior.
For school?
Not just for fun.
Okay. Is that where you learned how to do the different strokes, or did you learn that in class? Okay.
Yeah, it was like basically like high school, middle school club swim. That's basically what it was.
I see. Okay. Cool. All right. We'll go to Matthews.
So I met Jackson in club swimming, high school, middle school group. We were both part of this club team called Coast Aquatics, and they had a high school.
Between club and what is that?
Well, club is just like rather than being on the team from school, you pay to be on the team and you're on the team kind of thing.
So this is like,
Pay to win.
okay.
Yeah,
I
like
see.
AAU, but less try-hardy.
So you do this during the summers when you don't have school swim?
Both kind of.
Kind of like
I can
travel.
I can do it whenever, but yeah, most of the focus is on school swim and then doing club swimming after school swimming's over. But this was kind of when I was just doing school swimming. Club swimming wasn't really like I was doing it, of course, but I wasn't like, oh, I need to practice hard for club swimming.
Gotcha. So you met Jackson at like during club swimming?
Yeah, there was this group called High School, Middle School. It's like there were different tiers, kind of like what you guys were talking about earlier. Like different groups did different things, and our high school, middle school group was like, oh, we're not trying to get Olympic trial times at these swim meets, but we're over here trying to stay in shape for high school team and middle school team and all that. So we were in the group and we were in the same lane together, and like we swam, we competed, joked around. While we were doing kickboard stuff, I remember we talked about Call of Duty, and he talked about hacking, and I was half interested, half like hacker. And I was making a joke, obviously, but yeah, no, we hung out, we had a good time, and then school season came up, and it was the first swim meet against you guys, at the Hurlburt pool. I say you guys because I went to Choctaw and they all went to Fort Walton. And I saw Jackson and I was like, oh, hey, Jackson, what's up? He's like, hey, man, have you met these guys? These are my friends. And I was like, fool, have you? I've known these guys for the last 10 years. So yeah, he introduced me to my own friend group, which was funny. So
I'm a nice guy.
That's true, yeah. But no, I thought that was really cool. Like he was already friends with a bunch of people I knew, so it just made it a lot easier for us all to hang out together. And then my favorite memory, it's not really a singular memory, but I always enjoy talking like the games that Jackson and I play, like the mobile games. We always get real in depth about it, like with Dokkan, with Seven Deadly Sins. I always had a really good time like speculating about the units and pulling for them because I mean, a lot of the times I wouldn't be playing the games that much, and then Jackson would be like, "Hey man, you see this new Escanor unit on Seven Deadly Sins?" I was like, "Nah, man, this looks kind of cool. Let me get back into this." So it would always be fun. Like it'd be like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We'd be in the Discord or something, chilling, hanging out, waiting for these units to drop, and then we do some work together on the raid content. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's same time period for me as well. Because it was like the summer. I think it was probably like June or July. High school, middle school swim group, and then that would be the earliest with Matthews, and then I didn't even know Matthews was, of course, part of the friend group at all until we got to the first swim meet, and then Rickle and Piper were like, "Oh yeah, it's like yeah, we've been friends forever." And I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not the connector
Yup.
here." So
It's like we're the connector to you.
yeah, I was like, "Man, my totem ranking's dropping right now."
Your friend ranking dips right there.
Yeah, I was like, "Man, I thought I was bringing people in, but no, I'm at the bottom."
Oh man, that's funny.
All right, Jake.
I'm honest, I have no idea how I met this guy. He just showed up. The first memory is us sitting at the cafeteria table playing Clash of Clans
Is this for lunch or is this for like?
before it still started.
So you would? Oh yeah, because you guys would
Back
get
in the
there
day
early.
when my account would like smash yours, but not anymore.
I was going to say, I am the lead.
Should preface by Jackson being extremely into Clash of Clans.
Well, he also put a lot of money in to pay to win, so he's always better.
Jackson, Jake, you sound a little. Well, Jake sounds a little jealous.
What?
Yeah. Back in 9th grade, I had like $200. It was insane. Yeah, and no one had that type of money back then.
It's probably
Fact.
true.
They're like, "How does this guy have this account?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm just really good."
I was eating cheese sandwiches at home, right?
Mason, the way I thought you were going with that they were talking about like accounts, and I thought you said this is also when Jackson. This is also to preface. This is Jackson is also extremely. I thought you were gonna finish that with poor. I was like, damn, man.
Well, he dumped all his money in Clash of Clans.
Yeah, but
There's a
that's
reason
rich
for it.
though. That's rich though, because guess who can beat you at Clash of Clans now? It's Jackson. So
Yeah, it's a status symbol.
yeah, he invested. He invested his money.
He's poor everywhere else, but at least he's got cock.
What the fuck?
We had freaking like whole factions at lunch table in Choctaw. Like I was part of a group. There was another big group. There's like 2 other groups. We'd have like clan wars at lunch. I was like, y'all take this shit way too seriously.
Oh, we did that for a bit in Fort Walton.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, it was mainly me, Jake, and Garrett, if I remember right.
What, you play Clash a lot?
Yeah, with Clash. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Austen and Alex.
Austen and Alex,
I
I think, came in
dabbled.
later. Yeah, I thought they did it like it was like 10th grade or something. I know my 9th grade. I know it was me, you, and Garrett that were on it a bunch in the beginning.
There was a short while we had a big clan of like basically all of our friends.
Oh, yeah, I did.
And then I think Eamon was in it. Yeah.
Isaac, if anybody remembers Isaac.
Oh, Isaac.
Christian was pretty big on it too.
Yeah. So Jake, you're getting to school early
Mhm.
because why?
I had a first period. Like,
No, man.
it was based on the school bus.
I don't remember. Did the school bus
Jake
bring us
liked-
there early? I can't remember.
Jake just liked being there earlier.
Okay.
I literally remember him saying that.
Gotcha. And Jackson was there early because of swim, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Because what, you guys would have to drive from swim to school?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been after swim. Because
Actually, no. Swim finishes
Swim
like
was
after
first
first period.
period.
Yeah. So no, that wouldn't be right. I never was there early. Yeah.
All right. So this is all a lie. Jake actually never.
Wow.
Wait,
No.
unless he's talking about lunch, that's what I thought.
I
But
didn't have lunch with you guys.
it could have been second semester.
it's probably second semester then. Yeah.
But how?
I would guess.
Yeah, when swim's on season.
Oh,
Yeah.
Swim changed.
Swim was only-
That's why I was saying when Austen and Alex were playing, it was like later. I thought it wasn't
okay.
like
So you guys
beginning.
met like second semester of freshman year
because
when-
swim stopped being what is it, like junior year? It stopped being like in the morning.
No.
Oh yeah.
What? It was
Yeah.
still in the morning when I went. Junior year?
Maybe it was senior year.
Must have been
I-
senior year.
I don't
Lucky
remember.
we never stopped having it being 4 o'clock in the freaking morning.
I would say that's when I went. It was 4 a.m.
That's why I quit because of the 4 a.m. class or freaking practices.
I do remember being there in the morning though, like before it's starting sometimes though. So I wonder if it was like certain
Yeah.
days. Yeah, I don't we didn't have swimmers. I don't know.
Yeah. I
Were there
recall.
days off?
I feel like there might have had to because I was definitely there in the morning sometimes.
Was there like an after season thing, like before the semester ended?
Wait, swim season only lasts a few months. That's what it is.
Yeah.
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 It ends when it gets cold.
Yeah, so it's like
That's
literally
true.
half
Yeah.
the year. Yeah, we were there in the morning. So
Yeah, and then we wouldn't have a first period, or we'd hang out in the the library for first period.
So would you say freshman year, like the first semester? Then that's when you and Jake met.
I think the first time me and Jake met, like actually talked, was the end of freshman year, Rickles' birthday party during the summer. And then I saw him at the pool party, and then that's where I met Jake, and that's where I talked to Alex. That's where I talked to Austen, and that's probably like my one memory of the whole group. That's one of my first big memories of like, other than individual memories, but of everybody. Because I remember just playing Mortal Kombat.
Was it weird to you that like all of us were all friends already when you came in?
Yeah. I was like, man, I just somehow individually talked to every person by themselves. Yeah, because I was next to Armani. I was next, like in my second period, which is basically first period for swim, and then sat right next to him, and then sat next to Mason in sixth period, and then had Rickle, Pifer, Matthews from swim, and then the three that were outside that I came into like later sophomore were Jake, Alex, Austen, and then James at the time, you know. But yeah, the biggest memory I have is literally sleeping at Rickles on his birthday party, sweating profusely with no clothes on a love seat with Garrett.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
Oh no, I remember that.
Dude, it was horrible. It was so hot. We had no clothes.
Y'all were just committed
we
to
were
the
committed to
joke.
sleeping in a love seat. Everybody else was sleeping on the floor.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Papa
and we
San
were just
chair.
sitting there with just sweating on each other all night.
I don't think it was the Papa San chair. It was definitely the
Yeah,
love
'cause
seat.
It was a two.
Was
yeah,
it?
it was a
No.
two-seater love seat.
Wait, why did you have no clothes on?
Because it was so hot.
It was hot because you guys are fucking having sex with each other while you're like on this love seat. What the
Me and
fuck?
Garrett are close. You guys don't understand.
So like you guys had clothes on.
We had pants on. We had no shirts.
Okay.
Because I mean, it was a pool party. We were just kind of like in like shorts.
Okay, so were you guys cuddled? Like
It was
little big spoon, little
like it was
spoon,
body
or-
to body, feet
Yeah.
feet facing each other because we're not gay. You know.
Oh, I see.
Respectable.
Yeah.
But that's actually my first memory of Alex, which on his episode do that because that's we were teamed together on Mortal Kombat. That's how we actually talked and became friends.
Yeah, it was during high school. I had 0 classes with this guy, so the only times I've met him was like either at parties or before school started. And probably the best memory of him is our snowboarding trips. Now, I got someone dumb enough to go with us.
When did you start that?
2019. Yeah, 4 year.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it was 20. I thought it was
20.
2020. Yeah, it was February 2020. Yeah, because it was right after I graduated college, and then it was the.
I think it was early 21.
Okay, what state of COVID were you guys in?
Yeah, wasn't it COVID still?
Yeah, because I started working at Breckenridge at the end of 2020, but I don't know if y'all came before or after the new year.
So because this is our 4th year. So yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then this year's going to be when like a bunch of us go, because usually it's just Pifer, Jake, and Jackson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're all gonna cuddle on a love seat,
Yeah, of course.
except Piper's mother. Those two are not allowed on the love seat with us.
All right, I will go here, Jackson. I met Jackson freshman year. Our 6th period, we had Spanish class together. We sat somewhat near each other. If I remember, you sat in front of me. No, I sat in front of you.
Yeah, that sounds right. Because you'd always turn around and be like, "Are you gonna
Yeah.
date Kelsey?"
All right, so hold on. Let me get into this. Okay, so I had PE earlier in the day, like second or third period, and there's this girl named Kelsey there that she was pretty chill, and we talked a lot, and I found out that she somewhat liked Jackson. So I was like, yo, this dude's in my Spanish class. I'm gonna help her out because she's pretty chill. So I'm hyping Jackson up when I go to second or third period. I get to Spanish. I'm hyping Kelsey up. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to play like a little matchmaker in freshman year when I'm like 14. Never really dated anybody, right? For real. I am like hyping both of them up. And then you guys finally end up dating at some point. And you guys both had swim together, which is where you guys met. But you guys started dating for what? How long?
it would literally ended before. It
3
was
days.
like it was like 2 months, maybe, if that, maybe one. Like, because it ended before the winter was like even over. It was like the end of like December or something. Like right as soon as swim season ended, it was basically done.
So that was really like your first girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Like real, like someone you to call a girlfriend.
basically,
okay.
yeah. I was peer pressured in it to my friends.
Singular
By
friend.
friends, multiple. Or just
Rickle
me?
was also
Feels-
involved.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Rick was next to me, also telling you to date this
Yeah.
chick.
Well, okay. They were both, I don't know. Jackson at least acted interested. So tell the rest of the story of what happened to Kelsey.
Yeah, okay. So he ended up dating her for a little bit. I don't even remember why you guys broke up.
My memory, but then it depends on what Mason says, and we can have a fight about it, So
Okay,
my
yeah.
memory is Mason, like 2 months in, he was like, I kind of like Kelsey, and I was like, after setting me up with her, he was like, Mason was like, I like Kelsey. It's like, dude, I don't really, and I was like, I don't really care, and I was like, you can go be with Kelsey all you want, because it's like I'm not really that into it, but that's my memory of it. But
So from my recollection, this is not great. So I was fat in 8th grade. I lost weight, and then 9th grade, girls started liking me. So I was like, bro, I could just flirt with anybody. Most likely, I was just flirting with Kelsey because that's what I was doing with everybody, right? So I was probably just flirting with her. I didn't really like her. She was just a chick, which sounds probably not great.
She was just an object.
Might as well be
I was about
property.
to say that
She was
doesn't
just
help.
an object of my eye. So I would just like flirt with her and talk to her, right? Also, it made me extremely uncomfortable when she liked me. So I can't imagine that I would have said something about me liking her while you were with her. So,
Well,
So there's 3 sides to every
Alright, viewers, who's
story.
lying?
all right.
all right. So you guys broke up, and then I probably, from what I feel like I remember, you guys broke up, and then I was like, "Hey, can I like flirt with like? I am somewhat into her. Would you be okay, right? Like trying to bro code it a little bit. Like, would you be okay if I talked to this girl?
yeah, so we're somewhat in the same memory here.
So then at some point, her friends started coming up to me and being like, okay, are you going to date her? Are you going to date her? And I was super uncomfortable about it. And she kept coming up to me, asking me all this stuff. And then finally, I was just like, I guess. And because I just felt very uncomfortable, like kind of bullied into dating this person that I was just flirting with. And so then I ended up dating her for a little while, and then we ended up breaking up. So did you kiss Kelsey?
Yeah.
All right, so both of our first kisses, like real kisses, were the same chick. We both dated the same chick.
So perfect transition into yours and Jackson's bromance.
Yeah, this was perfect because we both dated the same person within like a year. We dated the same chick. Like our first experience with a girl was the same girl. I guess
I'd say we probably kissed the same chick within a month's period.
No way. There's no way, dude. I was too scared to kiss this chick.
Okay. You were a pussy.
Yeah, 100%.
Wait, so do you remember the time frame when you kissed her? Because I kind of have an idea when I did.
When was yours?
Around like October.
Oh God, no. Mine's got to be like closer to freaking a month or 2 into our relationship. So it had to be at least February or like May or something.
Well, that makes
Because
sense.
I was so nervous, dude. I didn't want to. Like I said, I didn't really like her right when we started dating. That's a great first memory. That's what made us so close. There you go. It's the shared experience.
Dude, I also remember like staying at your house a shit ton, and you staying at mine a shit ton as well.
That's true. So I was going to go into that. Like one of my larger memories are me and you constantly going to each other's house. I don't know if this started on freshman year.
I'm pretty sure it did. I kept pictures. Let me look.
Probably, because I remember at the time we would take pictures for Instagram and stuff. Because I mean, Instagram's still big, but it was a lot bigger in our group in high school. And I would stay at your house for like over a week, like 8 or 9 days straight. And your mom and your sister would be gone. It'd just be me, you, and your dad, like going fishing or like doing whatever. there for a very long time. And then you would immediately come to my house
Yeah.
after that. So we were pretty back and forth.
That sounded like me and Matthews in elementary school.
Honestly.
I wrote down shared. What is this? Shared jammas? What is this?
Shared jammas.
Shared.
You guys shared pajamas?
Uh,
I don't know.
Shared-
Please
Do you have
share with the
matching
class.
pajamas?
Jamaris.
Jamira?
Shared Jamaris. Shared Jamus. I don't. Okay, I can't read my
shared your
handwriting.
swim
Jammers?
Fucking
Oh!
cock
Oh,
shivers.
Yes!
shared jammers.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Austen.
You guys are disgusting.
So junior year.
Yeah.
So junior year, I am like, okay, I'll have to go into this at some point. Like, there was a really attractive girl in cross country, so I went into cross country junior year. Jackson was a really close friend at that point, and still is. But like at that point, we were very close and going to each other's house constantly. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna go to swim team so I can spend more time with my bro Jackson. So I go into the swim team, and so at mornings I'm waking up at 4, going to swim practice, and I'm in the slowest lane, and Jackson's not. So I'm not even I'm not even seeing him really. I'm just drowning because I'm bad. So I'm just going there and drowning the whole morning. And then Rickle is driving us to school after swim practice. I'm going to school, hanging out with everybody, and I'm going to cross country. And after school. And then there is 2 things you can choose when you go into swim team, and that's Speedos or jammers, which are basically a really tight a Speedo that goes down your leg like a 5-inch inseam short. I did not have money. My parents did not have money at the time. So they were like, how much is this? Why are these like $60 for some shorts, for some swim trunks? And I was like, I don't know, Mom. Jackson, I was talking to him and he goes, dude, you know what? I got new jammers, so you can just take my old ones. And I was like, for sure. So I wore those every time I had swim practices. I would just wear those jammers.
Were they not like already see through whenever he was
I
done
just
with them?
threw up in my mouth.
No, they were
Okay.
black and purple.
Those things get worn out, man. You're just like waving your
Yeah.
dick around.
Typically,
Yeah.
the butt goes out
Yeah,
first.
because you're sitting on the concrete.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's why all the chicks were into you, because you were showing your ass whenever you walked around. That definition behind the jammers, man.
I also have a good memory, a very core memory here with Jackson, where a girl has this girl named Tiffany that was super into Jackson, and me and her go back to like elementary school, 2nd grade. So she's talking to me because me and Jackson were like best friends. So she's talking to me about Jackson, and I'm like, yo, you know what? She's like super into photography, and at the time I ran an Instagram page and I needed photos. So I needed photos. So I go,
Mason Hall.
hey, would you like, I see a thing here, right? I'm like, okay, well, Tiffany likes Jackson. I could get free photos. Jackson could come with me. And then Jackson either might like this chick or he might not. And she's somewhat attractive to a lot of people. So we go and she comes over. We meet at one of your parents' houses that they're fixing up on the island. And Tiffany meets us there. She's got her camera and everything. And she's taking photos of us and she's flirting with Jackson the entire time. And she's like, Jackson, like, you should take your shirt off. Like, let's get these
I was
photos."
like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yo.
Bravo!
And, Jackson's pretty ripped because he's in swim. Like, he's like, yeah. So he takes his shirt off. She's taking pictures of him. And we're doing all this stuff. And it was, it was a good day. You guys never talked after that, I don't think.
No.
So.
She just has shirtless photos of Jackson.
She sent
That's
them all
what you
to me.
wanted
I have
originally,
them.
huh?
So I now have Jackson shirtless at 15. I'll probably on my computer.
Let's go.
Jackson, do you remember that day at all?
Oh yeah. Got a nice photo sesh. It was pretty fun.
Was that day awkward for you or was it fun? Because I felt like it was a fun day.
I thought it was fun. Yeah, it was a little weird because you were like, "Oh, this chick likes you," and I was like, "Okay." I was like, all right. It's like, yeah, get all these pictures. But yeah, no, I was definitely not interested in her at that time.
Yeah. We got pictures and then she did she try to contact you after that?
I don't remember too much there.
must not have been very memorable.
Yeah.
I mean, you must not have done anything or talked to her after that, I'd assume.
The only other chick in high school I talked to was a chick named Daisy.
I remember. Daisy.
Stripper.
Pifer, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. Oh yeah, when I first met Jackson, that guy. I don't think we were in the lunchroom. I think we were in like the library for some swim thing, and Rick was just like, "Hey, this is Jackson." I'm like, hi," and he's like, hi," and then that was kind of that, bro. It's like awkward looking at each other. Me, insecure Piper's like, "Man, it's a freaking new friend. Give me Rickle's friend. Rickle's my friend."
Weren't you
What
going
the
by
hell?
Thomas at that
And
point
then,
in
dude,
life?
No, that was
I
middle
fucking
school. This
forgot
was
about
that was
that.
eighth grade.
Sorry, you went by Thomas?
Oh, that was a whole nother thing. This in eighth grade swim. In eighth grade swim, they did this thing for the people trying to be leaders, where they gotta go around learn everyone's name. This chick comes around, hits everyone at the table, looks at me like, "You're Thomas, right?" I'm like, "I sure am." And then for some reason after that, freaking Garrett kept calling me Thomas. I was insisting people call me Thomas. That ended my freaking high school. That was just a
Okay.
couple months. But yeah, so me and Jackson were just like, hey. And then, dude, I don't even really know. Just through like birthday parties and stuff, just ended up hanging out and being me and bros. We had some good memories, like watching fireworks like on the dock and getting pegged in the face by them falling down right afterwards. Whenever we're watching them at the landing, dude. Then Jackson's house during COVID was the place to be because there was nowhere else to go.
Yeah, we should preface that Jackson's
Tons of
family lived on the water, and
yes,
so we were able to do what Rickle said, go tubing and stuff, and then
water tubing, wakeboarding.
and
Yeah, maybe just
also
jet
watch
skiing and
fireworks
stuff.
on the dock.
We just
I
like him
because
because
of his physical property.
I was about to say. I was
not
about
actual
to say.
physical. We
Please
like
be
that.
more specific.
That's Jackson. No. But no, definitely that and snowboarding's fun, man. Like him and Jake were really the only two dudes to come out and see me while I lived in Colorado. The rest of y'all actually aren't my friends, so there's that.
We're poor.
I'm just kidding. Matthew's went
I was
too.
about to say.
Matthew's out there too.
I was busy struggling to eat. I couldn't go.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Jackson, is that when you remember meeting Piper?
Yeah, Piper was kind of the same memory as Rickle, is because both were in swim. I know Rickle and Piper were close to the same lane, if I remember right. So I didn't get like talk to him too much during swim, and it was not
Because
till like
you were faster. Is that why?
I was better. Yeah, you talked me into it. Yeah. But hey, guess what? Me and Rickle both became captains, so same spot there, baby.
Rickle didn't even say that. What? You guys were both captains?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were co-captains. It was interesting.
And usually there is, and every year there's like co-captain. There was two like every year. So.
Well, there's supposed to be one of each gender, a girl's captain and a guy's captain. And for some reason, our year, me and Jackson, me and Jackson were the guys' captains, and then there was like a girl's captain. I forget who, Rados, wasn't it?
I don't remember. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember. But yeah, the same thing with Piper. They was in the library after swim or when we just hanged out, and then I think what is it? Piper's house as well, like because they would do like stuff after swim, and they'd have like a food thing at Piper.
On like the late start
days, yeah. And then
oh man, I forgot about that. We had a whole swim team come over, and we were just sitting there playing. Like 2 people out of like 30 were playing Call of Duty Zombies in the living room.
Yeah.
So you guys would go to swim and then go to Piper's house?
Like that was only a few times, but
yeah, on like the late start days. Because normally we get there like halfway through first period, but since it was like a school function, we weren't allowed to go home.
Oh yeah, and picture I posted late start day Whataburger.
Oh yeah.
Oh true.
Oh yeah.
Bottom picture is the Tiffany Dominic picture.
Yes, it is. It's not the shirtless one, but it is also. That's my blue shirt, I believe, that you have on.
Yeah, I was wearing your clothes, dude. I'm a genius.
That's true. I think that's your pants, my shirt, and then your shirt.
Yeah,
you brought
like, oh, we'll put this over. That looks sick.
Yeah, I brought a lot of clothes to that because I needed, dude. I was like, I needed photos so bad for my Instagram.
Well, yeah, because remember it was Mason Hall time, baby.
Everybody's so young.
Bro, Mason's
Rickle
really
looks
got
like
that.
a-
Really got that fuckboy face.
Mason, I feel like should have been a TikToker.
Oh, he
Like, if
basically
Tik-
was of the time.
I would have
Oh,
been
he
a
was.
TikToker if I
Yeah,
was.
Mason would have
man.
became TikTok famous back in the day.
For sure. I mean, with an audience of middle school girls
Yeah,
when he was in high school.
I mean, that's
It's
what
the
that's how
target
TikTokers are
audience,
famous
baby.
now.
Jackson
You're
would have
not
been like
wrong.
the side character. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
he
I
would have
agree.
been in
No,
every
me and
one
Jackson
of
both
them.
would have been up in some TikTok mansion in LA. I would have left
When houses were affordable.
high school when I was barely a senior, thinking I was going to make money, and then I would have, I would have lost it all probably.
Man, I swear I have like some long term memory loss. Y'all talk about this stuff we did in like high school and middle school, and I'm like, oh yeah. I don't know how y'all have this kind of recollection.
That's why I have to write stuff down, because when I write it down, it makes me like remember stuff more. I
Dude,
feel like.
I've been thinking like all week. I'm like, man, I really thought it was Austen. I'm like, man, I don't even remember talking to Austen until like high school, man. I know he was there the rest of the time, but
Oh, do you remember that time? It was me, you, and Jackson when we all owned Jeeps at the same time, and we went
yeah.
off-roading.
Oh, that was so fun. Yeah, we went to the reservation,
Yeah.
man, and you and Jackson were being goons. Like hauling ass down the main reservation road at like 70 miles an hour. I'm like, y'all gotta chill. I'm being dad over here.
Wait, time out. Weren't you the one who drove down that one road 60 miles an hour every single time you drove through it?
Which one?
I don't remember.
That
It
was a
like
paved
neighborhood.
road, though. This is like on a military reservation. Where they have like
Oh, okay.
MPs freaking patrolling it and shit.
In high
Okay.
school, Jackson had a Wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we were
did
the Wrangler boys.
Piper had one. Rickle, what did you
I had
have?
a Jeep Liberty.
You had a Liberty.
Yeah, Rickle had the Barbie Jeep.
Hater.
What did you say, Austin?
I said Jackson terrified me with his Jeep. He would always like swerve side to side with his fucking Jeep that was about to topple over.
I remember one time we were at
I don't know what you're
Lenny's.
talking about.
We're at the parking lot at the mall, and Jackson. So I was like, okay, let's go wherever we were gonna go, probably back to your house. And you go, yeah, I'm just gonna go forward. And you go forward over the curb through the grass, and we just start driving through like the non-parking lotted area, like through grass and over a bunch of more curbs, and then over the concrete onto the road. And I was so scared.
Jeep life, baby.
Hey, you remember when they used to have that back path open behind the school where you could get out? Like it connected like that parking lot in the back of the school, like all the way around to like the senior parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it was like all dirt. Yeah.
Did I ever tell y'all why that closed?
It's probably because you went with your Jeep and just spun around in it the whole time.
Well, everyone
I
would
did
do
the
that
same thing.
after
Yeah.
school, but my ass decided we were out of school for like some hurricane days or something. I'm like, man, there's a shit ton of rain out here. And I pulled in there, man. I was whipping like back and forth, and I got to like the senior parking lot. I see old Joe Guidry walk out there and close the gate. He's looking at my Jeep. I don't think he could see me. I'm looking at him, and I drive away, and that gate never opened again.
Piper, I was in your Jeep with you one time. We were going to Jackson's house to go swim or something. And there was on Hollywood, on the way to Jackson's house, where there is now a bunch like a retirement home. There used to be like a dirt lot. And
Yeah, me and Piper used to hit that.
Yeah.
Like, every
Yeah,
time we drove
across from
past it.
Playground Auto. It's still there, I think.
yeah, Cameron pulled into that thing, and we did so many donuts before we showed up to your house. We were just there for like 15 minutes, I swear.
There's no way we were there for 15 minutes,
Probably
dude.
not.
I was
It
so
just felt
scared.
like 15.
I would do stuff like that, but I was so scared, man. I freaking like do 2 donuts, like I'm gone later. I'm like looking,
Let's
like
go.
looking for cops and stuff. Like I'm doing like it's a bank heist or something, man.
Like you're gonna be arrested for doing a
Yeah,
donut in a dirt
right?
lot.
Yeah, on like not a freaking like county road or anything like that. It's just some random dirt lot. Like
Yeah.
the cops are gonna give a shit.
No. Also, you're so young. They'd probably just be like, all right, whatever.
I'm like, whatever, dude. I'd be like crying if they ever pulled me over. And they imagine this hard ass dude like smoking a blunt, and it's just little chubby Pifer. Please don't arrest me.
Austin,
All right, when I met Jackson, I'm pretty sure it was just like I just remember being at lunch and just him being there, and then also me trying to include him since he didn't really talk much. I would include him by like we would make dick jokes, and I'd be like, yeah, but like we'd be like, you have a small wiener, haha. But when Jackson came up, I'd be like, yo, that guy's got a big dick. Like he has such a big, long, girthy.
Oh my god! I'm gonna have to find the bleep noise for this.
What a way to include someone in the group, man.
How am I the
I just
gay
wanted
one?
him to feel like he had a place,
That's
so
just what I remembered.
they had a huge.
I remember that everybody would
I-
make fun of how small everybody was, and then Jackson would come up and everyone would be like, "Yo, this guy's massive, dude."
Yeah, it was because like I didn't know Jackson that well yet, so I would be like, you have a small dick, huh? So I was like, I'm gonna include him still, but I'm not gonna make fun of him because I don't really know him yet. So I'm gonna say he's a big.
Yeah, that spiraled out of control.
It really did.
Because then third period, I was in Armani and PE, and then he just is like, and then he started talking about an 8-foot cock. That's the only reason the 8-foot thing became a thing. It's because of Armani, and he's like, oh yeah, he's got an 8 because you said it, and then Armani was like, well, he has an 8-foot, and it's like I was like, huh? And then it just kept running with it for like 2 years.
80 foot, 8 yard, or 8 fucking mile.
Jeez.
But yeah, that's when I remember meeting him. Really, I don't think we really had any classes together.
Yeah, we didn't have any classes, so it's kind of like only in the hallway was where we met, and then on like birthday parties and stuff. And other than that, there wasn't a lot of me, Austen, or Alex meeting a bunch.
I just want everybody to know Austen muted himself to cough and then coughed.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, I fucking double clicked it by accident.
Austen starting the big dick jokes it got out of hand because like anytime I talked to a girl, like people were so comfortable with saying about my big cock to other like just random people. Like it wasn't like in our friend group this was a thing. This was literally like Armani would literally tell everybody in every class, and I was like, God damn it, man! It's like telling the girls I talk to, and he's like, dude, this guy's huge.
This guy's huge.
Because now they're expecting that. So if you go out with any chick and you don't have an 8, they're just even if it's 12, like you're just small because it's not 8.
Yeah. How do you hide that shit, man? Like it's like when chicks have hair down to their feet and they put it in like a
Garrett and I
bun.
talked about this. We talked about how to tuck.
Oh yeah.
We knew.
You should wrap it around your waist a couple times.
That was it. That was it. Yeah, you tuck it down and then you bring it back up. Do it like a belt.
Dude, I was here for this conversation. I remember this
Just
conversation.
make a dick diaper.
This was
And I
knew Garrett in middle school.
We also talked about
I don't even talk about
him having like a small portable portal to just to put it just for that, and that was it.
It's your butthole.
He's Doctor Strange, man.
But we also we did a beach. What was the beach volleyball thing?
Mid lane gankers is Sandblast.
Yeah.
Oh, we
I still
didn't put
remember not
8 foot
going
on
to
his
that.
back, did we?
Oh, he was a he was Queen
He
Bee.
was Queen Bee. That's what it was. I remember.
That's still his name in my phone.
That's funny. I remember very much having a difficult time deciding if we should put 8 foot on his back as our team member, because it was a school function. The beach volleyball was. We didn't even play volleyball. We just did it.
Yeah.
I don't think we ended up putting. We put mid lane gankers as our name. And then I think we put Queen Bee on Jackson's back because we were going to put 8 foot, but then we got nervous because of the teachers being there.
Yeah, and there was that freaking Lord song Royals.
Yeah. Because, yep.
Oh, yeah, that was popular.
Yeah.
That's where Queen Bee came from, huh?
Memory. Let's see. Kind of a few. I'd say my favorite, it's not really just Jackson, but it was at Jackson's house, is when there's a bunch of us staying there. We had our little sleepovers that we would do. And I think it was Mason, Jackson, of course, Alex, Pifer, and me. And Alex, it was when Jackson had his 2 smaller beds. Jackson was on one, Alex was on the other. I think Mason, you were in between, and then I was sleeping next to Pifer. And we were fucking we went to fucking bed at like midnight or something. We're up to like 5 a.m. because we just kept making stupid fucking jokes all night. And my favorite during that, which isn't even directed at Jackson, but it's just for why I remember this so well, is like everybody's just fucking quiet, and I was like, "Hey Mason," and he's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up," and we all just started laughing. I don't know why, we were just stupid.
Fucking deliriously
Just
tired.
constantly.
And we
Yeah,
used
we were
that
just-
joke for over an
just
hour and a
being
half
dumb.
probably that night as well.
Yeah. And then I remember my first time I was gonna stay at Jackson's house. It was just me, him, and James. But my mom she wanted to meet Jackson's mom first before I stayed over. She's one of those moms.
My mom was that way too.
So yeah. So Jackson, I was right. I think you had picked me up beforehand. You were already driving. And then your mom was there, and we drove to my house. You know, they did their. Oh wait, no, hold on. I was in the car first. We were in the mall parking lot, and we were just like driving in circles. And I remember, oh god, I don't remember exactly what the conversation was, but I didn't realize that like you guys wanted me to like message my mom right there. I thought we were just gonna go, but I guess you guys were waiting for me to message my mom to make sure she was like home or something. So we were just like driving in circles, and I'm just sitting there waiting. And so and then I think one of you guys turned back, and you're like, "Did she say anything?" I was like, "Oh, and then I called her or something." And so we went over there, and that's when we met her. And then we go back to your house, and I remember my mom later on. She was like, she called you a good-looking kid, and she like bit her lip. And, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What?
She said you were a good-looking kid at the time, and I was like, "Whoa, mom, don't say that." What? It's like, "Mom, stop."
Mom,
I
he's
like
15.
him, Mom. I like him. Mom, we're just friends.
We
Oh, not like that. I was yeah, and then we stayed at your house, and I remember playing fucking Naruto in
Oh, that shit was lit.
your big room area thing, hangout room, and then I was being loud as fuck, and you were like, "Shh," you're like, "My parents are sleeping." I was like, "Oh fuck, oops." I was like, "Fuck, god damn it!" Or I would like scream when we were fucking when I was losing.
I remember Austen and Jackson. We all would park at the mall because everyone lived somewhere else. I would then drive us onto the base because my family was military to the base gym, and we would work out of the base gym in high school. And then I would drive us back to the mall parking lot where you guys would get back in your cars. We all have muscle drinks because we stopped at the gas station, the shop on the base, and Jackson finishes drinking his, and he just has his car door open, puts it on the parking lot ground, just puts it there, closes his door, and then continues to talk to us while his window is down. I was like, did you really just do that? And Austen is super offended. Austin was like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? That's littering. And Jackson goes, that's somebody's job. And then Austen grabs it. And Jackson starts to drive away, and Austin's trying to throw it at his car.
Yeah.
Dirty
Jackson just
litterer.
going, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
This is why he joined the force.
Speaking of fucking us going on base and stuff, because you had to get us like passes.
Yeah, almost every week.
Yeah. So when I started with the Lockheed job,
Mhm.
my boss met me at the visitors thing, and we walked in. He was like, "Hey, I need to get I don't know, I think he got me like a month pass thing or whatever because my cat card, they were being slow."
Mhm.
So they go and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can do that, whatever." They print it out and just hand it to him, and he's like, "Dude, you need like a picture or something?" And or no, I don't know if he said anything, but he looked at it and he was like, "When did they take your picture?" And then I looked at it and I was like, "Wait, what?" And it was my fucking picture from when we went to the first picture they ever took from when we went to the gym, and I was in like gym clothes, super long, fucking messy hair. Like I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I don't look anything
You're
like
like
this anymore.
15.
I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah, my boss was like, "What the hell?" He was like, "When did they what?"
Imagine that being on your ID.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Oh,
I showed my
man.
coworkers actually my driver's license, and all of them were like, "That's not you.
Yeah.
You don't look like that."
Especially
It was from when I was 18.
you used to really have long hair all like the whole time. I don't even know when you started having short hair.
I cut it senior year, like second semester maybe, something like
New
that.
person.
Yeah.
Jackson, do you remember when you met Austin?
Austin and Alex are like two that I don't recall exact dates. I
It
know I
probably
definitely
was just
met
as
him.
we were talking to
Yeah,
everybody else.
Yeah, it pretty like I mean it was definitely was in like the hallway in school, but when we actually like I think like actually talked to each other wasn't really till like after freshman year when we actually did full communication and like became friends and actually like communicated more than just like, oh hey, in the morning. That's it.
Oh yeah, because we would in between classes we'd always meet up in the same hall.
Yeah.
And block off the entire three-way hallway.
Yeah.
Especially because our group would be so big sometimes.
Yeah. I forgot who brought it up that like we were definitely just assholes.
Yeah.
Like, at
Most
the time,
likely,
it didn't
we were
occur
just
to me.
in the middle of the hallway talking.
Yeah.
Especially because our group would get so big because people would keep bringing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally become like 11 people, if not
or
more.
more. Yeah, we were great. We were great people.
Because it's just like where's like the one person that's gonna get pissed off and just piss off a group of 11? It's like no, they're not gonna do that. It's like,
I have another story real quick of Jackson. I went to cross country because there's this girl that was attractive, and after cross country, I got on the varsity on cross country, and they were like, "Hey, can you come to track?" I was like, "Is she gonna be there?" And then I asked her, and she said yes. So I was like, "Okay, I'm going to track." So I go to track, and since I had just done swim with Jackson, I was like, "Hey, Jackson, like we just did swim together. You should do track with me." Jackson is totally opposite. I will do long distance all day, and Jackson is short sprints only, and that's where he's at. And I invited Jackson out to come because you have to try out, but not really. Everybody makes it on, but you try out to see where you're going to be at, right? So they know what times you're at. So Jackson shows up, and I already know most of the people out there because a lot of the long distance are from cross country, and then there's a bunch of football players and stuff that are sprinters. So Jackson's with a bunch of football players and a bunch of people that I don't even did you know most of those people that were there?
I've heard of them. I didn't really know them at all.
Okay, so you were really alone because during tryouts, I wasn't with you because I was doing long distance and you were not.
Yeah.
So Jackson is by himself, kind of like me with swim. Like I was in my own lane and you were totally on the opposite side. I remember we did 1 or 2 days because tryouts were like a week or something for some reason. I don't know why, but you did 1 or 2 days, and you were doing really well. Like you weren't doing bad at all. You were doing really well where you probably would have been on varsity at least at some point. And I remember, I don't know if you texted me or if we were talking, and you just went, "I'm probably not coming back."
Yeah. Yeah, because they wanted to warm up with an 800 every day.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, I'm a sprinter. I'm not going to be sprinting more than 100. And it's like, you want me to warm up with an 800. And that's why, that's the whole reason I quit. I was like, I'm not doing an 800 every day. It's like, it's absurd.
Yeah, that one, the 800 is so, it's 2 laps, so it takes forever, especially at the beginning.
And and it was like a warm up jog. I was like, dude, I'm going to be gassed by the time I even get the warm up done. It's like, no, even if I walk it, like, it's going to be, it's like,
Okay, before you moved here, what sports did you do in South Florida?
basketball, soccer, football.
Were those city?
Yeah, all city.
Did you do anything at school?
No, I never did anything school related until high school.
Okay, makes sense. And you came here, and what made you do swim?
Because I had just started it in 8th grade. It was like the new sport I was doing at the time. That's the only reason I did it. Or else I probably would have been doing basketball because I was pretty good at basketball at that time. But I couldn't really do both. So I don't know how you did, how you attempted to do swim and cross country. I was like, that's insane.
I lost so much weight; it was crazy. And my homework did not do very well. I did not do very well in my homework.
You also
that year,
showed up to
that's for
one
sure.
swim meet.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because my cross country meets were the same day. So I would just go to cross country meets instead of swim meets.
So short answer is he didn't.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
do
kinda-
both.
Yeah.
Well,
If
I would
he-
only
I-
do the practice for both.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that same thing with band, man.
Oh, because you also did. You did Pifer. You
Trying to
did
do
tennis, swim,
swimming.
and
Yeah, dude, that was awful.
yeah.
No wonder I can't remember anything from high school, man. Dude, I would like get home from band at like 10 o'clock at night. Like, I wouldn't even do homework. Like, I don't think I did any homework my freshman year. And then I'd wake up and like be at swim at like 4:30 in the morning.
Man,
Terrible.
Dude, it was awful.
Jackson came here in between. So the summer of before 9th grade, right?
Yeah, so that would be
20.
2012.
20, like in 2012 or
Okay.
20. Yeah,
So-
right.
Sure. We graduated in 16, so it'd be 4 years before that. After that, we went to college. I believe we all started at the same college too. Oh wait, fudge! No, you
I
literally
went to
left.
Mississippi State. So
Yeah, that's
I
true.
left because I don't like
Me and
that.
Rick are at UWF.
I was at Troy.
Yeah,
And because I already did UWF for a year and a
you
half
enrolled,
prior.
and then you went to Mississippi State,
Joined a frat.
and you were there
We
for how
partied
long?
Every week,
Joined a
drove to
frat?
Texas.
Yeah, joined a frat, made some friends, went to
Mhm.
big boy parties, got drunk for 30
Came out
years,
with what degree?
and then came out with 2 degrees, two double bachelors in agribusiness management and
Mm.
economics. So, and then got my master's online, got in supply chain management, and then became a supervisor at UPS, and then became a full salary
Heck yeah.
supervisor at UPS, where now I have a whole nighttime operation under me.
We were playing a game last night, and he gets a call,
Oh yeah.
and I guess somebody did something bad.
Yeah, the people in the morning fucked up majorly, and I had to go and fix all the problems. So
I don't love it.
I forgot. And me, you, and Alex
Fire them.
went to not Mississippi. We went to LSU when we were looking high school. When we were looking at colleges, we all went to LSU together.
Who's we all?
Just me, Alex, and Jackson.
Ah.
Me, Alex, and Jackson went to LSU to go look at what colleges we wanted to go to when we were in high school. And I think you and Alex went to what other college did you guys go to? Was it Mississippi?
yeah, me and Alex went to Mississippi just to check it
Yeah.
out.
Is that when you decided you were going to go there?
Yeah, and well, the main reason is they ended up giving me like a huge scholarship as well.
Oh, okay.
Like I was looking at it, but then they also gave me. And I think that's the same reason I think me and Alex looked at it is because they gave him a pretty good scholarship too, but he decided to go with UWF, which makes sense because it is cheaper. But
Even after the scholarship?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because
For
like
him,
out
at
of
least,
state and stuff.
Yeah. Because it's still out of state, but yeah, they were giving me like 20 something plus thousand a year. So I was like, huh.
I mean, you have to pay to be in a frat.
Yeah. I would say that's not worth doing. It's fun for a year, but yeah, I would say overall, after the first year, it was kind of not worth it.
Okay. That sucks.
I didn't know you had to pay for that. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like super expensive too.
What the
And
fuck?
I mean, you live there, right?
Yeah, because you're supposed to like it's like part of like living there is why. So you get like it's part of your living technically. So, but there's all like say if you don't live there,
Jeez.
there's still like this like similar amount. So it's like you're incentivized to live there, and it'd be way
I didn't
cheaper.
know that. I didn't know that part. I thought it was like, God, I don't want to say a club almost, but like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I thought you guys did like fundraiser kind of things somehow. I don't know. I don't know how
Also,
all that
your
shit
frat is
works. But that's just
massive.
kind of how I assumed it worked.
Yeah, it basically it is exactly it was. I mean, it has like a few hundred people in it. Yeah, it's just like a big club. They do there's a bunch of fundraising stuff that happens as well to raise money, but yeah, it's like it's just like a club you kind of have to pay for to some extent. Of course, there's like a lot of stuff you get free, like a lot of activities and stuff you're doing, you don't pay for. That's the whole point, and like a lot of like, of course, beverages, party stuff, basically. Yeah. It's like all that's basically free. So it's kind of like you're kind of just paying, but it's like it still doesn't add up correctly. Unless you're living there, then it could kind of make sense to pay it.
Paying for the frat life.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be worth doing for 1 year. I would say after that, no. To experience it 1 year, I like that, but yeah.